Welcome, everyone,
Yeah.
to the Late Night Tavern. Today, I'm your host, Henry.
Yeah.
With my guest
Co-host.
Sorry, bro. I don't know why I said it like that. But today we're just doing a normal podcast, bro. Going back to the old formula.
The old roots. The old roots.
To be honest, the old roots would be a phone right here on the fucking table, and that would be it.
We're a little advanced now.
Now we know what we're doing. Low key, not really, but it's all good. What we're doing today is we're just gonna do a normal podcast. Nothing special, nothing crazy. We're not space podcast.
No.
We're not home improvement. We're doing the normal thing.
We're also not Joe Rogan.
But let me tell you something. Don't get used to this.
This is a test, basically.
This is the what would you call it? The prelude to the next chapter of Late Night Tavern. Wow.
Podcast.
Crazy. We've been
Wow.
trying to do a consistent podcast for the longest time, but it hasn't worked.
It hasn't worked properly since probably like when we were doing it with the phone, like just audio.
Yeah, to be honest, when we were doing it with the phone like every week, we were doing it like every week.
Mhm.
For like, what was it, like
We
10,
had
like
a
10
lot
weeks?
We had a lot of stuff to talk about back then, but like now it's like, damn, we're like older and we're like adults now, so it's like,
But we don't do anything cool, so we don't have anything to talk about.
yeah, we don't have lives. Like we lost those lives.
But, so like, I have a new pitch for you guys, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be called L&R, bro. The new podcast. It's going to be our brand new show, and it's going to be a show. Not just a podcast, because there's going to be a video and an audio bit. Why is the audio bit important still? Because, bro, you can just turn your brain off and just have it there, bro. I think
Mhm.
it's important to still just have that. But the video, why is that important? What are we going to be doing, bro? Do you know what we're going to be doing?
I have an idea of what we'd be doing.
We're going to be eating fucking food like every week.
Food.
What does the R stand for, you might ask? Reservation. We're going to be trying to have... Well,
Roids.
we're going to be... Yeah, roids, dude. We're going to be working out.
I was
We're
thinking
gonna be
about
juicing. Late night juicing.
that. Late night juicing.
No. So, like, you know, for example, like, let's say, like, 1 week, you know, kind of in the same fashion as, like, food review almost.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of on, like, a better, bigger scale. Like, food reviews are kind of the things that are like, oh, the niche type of foods, right? You know, it's like, oh, this weird food,
Mhm.
this random special food, like
It's always some kind of special food item, like
collaboration food type thing, like those
it's,
things.
It's never just normal food.
But like, you know, on late night reservation, we'd be like, oh, this week we're getting chicken Alfredo from fucking, I don't know, someplace, or we make it
From Pizza
out we make it on the outside, you know, of the camera zone, and then it gets brought in.
Mhm.
But you know, it's not gonna look like this. It's gonna have a completely different
There's
look.
gonna be a setup to it, obviously.
So, for now, you know, I don't know if we'll make another podcast like this in between, but if we do, hopefully it looks as good as this one does.
This one
But-
seems pretty promising at the moment. It's a different setup. I like the whole face-to-face
Yeah,
aspect to it because I feel like it's more
this one's definitely better.
more personal.
I like it more, but I like I think you know, I think this is a good thing to do for the third year of the channel, because that's
Yeah.
we didn't do shit like any time, any of the years.
No.
Like every like 1 year mark, we were like, well,
So
fuck,
like
kinda
as
forgot.
each year mark has progressed, it has been like duller and duller each year so far because obviously, you know, I'm out of town, so there's not a whole lot to do. And then at the same time, it is kind of my fault, I think, because I feel like I was kind of being really consistent and trying to make videos, and then like I don't know what the fuck happened. Like I think I lost touch completely. So that's why I felt like I was like, you know what? That sounds super cool to do as a video, but I just kept on procrastinating, and it's just like
yeah, no,
I lost my touch.
like for a while. I know like anytime we try to like compensate for the like, you know, you not being here, it was kind of just like, all right, you'll make an IRL video and I'll think of something to do.
Mhm.
And like, because like I just wasn't doing IRL things at the time, just because like I didn't really have any ideas.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, also, like, I think low key now. I think I like realistically. I think we all know what it was.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's so many. I've had so many chances to make. Do you see that right there? That's pre-Marco right there.
Pre-Marco right there.
I feel like there was something like I was consistent. Like, I don't even know when the last IRL video I did was. I think it was either the salsa one.
I think it was you eating the burger or the chip. It was either the burger or the chip.
It was a chip. So that was the last one. But after that, it's always been like, hey, let's do the Meat Mountain video. And then I'm like, oh, I always have, for some reason, there's be those times where I have money to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I tell her, like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me do it. And then I don't do it.
How much is a Meat Mountain, though?
So I don't think it's an actual menu item. Right, I know it's a secret menu item, probably for some Arby's, but I think you got to make it yourself. You got to, like, custom do it. And I think it's like a $20 thing.
It's a $20 ordeal, dog.
Well, you have like how many different meats in it? You have like 10 different meats.
Don't forget that slice of cheese, dog.
The slice of cheese.
That's essential.
And like the two chicken tenders that you have.
Oh yeah, bro. That's a treat, though.
It's literally basically if I pulled up to a fucking Arby's and I tell them, hey, can I get a Meat Mountain? And then they're like, the fuck is that? And I'd be like, literally, give me a sandwich.
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
You work at fucking Arby's and you don't know what a Meat Mountain is?
Do you not know what the internet
shit?
is? Are you stupid?
I'm trying to pass out in the parking lot, though.
Basically, I think all we would have to do really is just go to a Arby's and then just ask them, like, hey, can I just get a sandwich with literally every single meat you have?
To be honest, at this point, it's not you making that video. Me and you, we're gonna have to go to Arby's and like we're gonna have to like go in the place.
We're gonna vlog in and be like,
hey man.
It's like this may or may not exist in this corporation right here.
Like that Jeep, is it like in like okay condition?
The Trooper?
Yeah. Like, do you think so I'm saying, like, imagine if it was like in like shit condition, right? And like we took that to like an Arby's, so like we used that as like an adventure tool, and it kept like breaking down. It's just like
where's the nearest Arby's?
Like fucking like 3 or 4 hours away.
Really?
Two minimum.
There's not one in.
I don't think so.
So we would have to go all the way to Tucson just to go to No, actually, I think there's one in Benson. There is one in Benson, I believe, but that's still like an hour and a half.
I don't know, maybe.
Regardless, I mean, I think it would be pretty funny because it'll be like, all right, we're just gonna do a road trip, but like, what's this thing like? It's just me.
But like,
and you.
I'm picturing that
thing
thing having like no AC. I don't know why. Like in my head, like we're going through the desert, no AC. We're wearing gray clothes. It's just like stains everywhere, beige caps.
We have like canteens with us and shit. We're all dirty as fuck.
And we get in there, our hands are all fucking.
We pull out like the change like that. We're like, here you go. We'll pull our wallet, like dust and shit comes out of it.
And we're all like little pebbles and.
Cotton mouth as fuck because we're all like dehydrated as shit.
We start eating and like our mouths are just getting coated in like oil. We pass out of just like pure, just like fuck it.
So here's my thing with that. I think if we were to do it, I genuinely think because how often have you ate at Arby's? Well, when you were near a vicinity
I think
of one,
it was probably only eaten less than like 10 times for sure.
I'm pretty sure.
And
I think mine's about 10 times.
Low key, I don't remember what I got though. It was probably chicken tenders too. Like, let's be for real. It was probably chicken tenders.
So here's my thing with Arby's. Like, I know it's kind of dog shit. Like, it's not. I mean, it's good, but I mean, at the same time, it's more like a deli place to me, right?
If you don't like roast beef and like cutlery, like
you don't like beef curds. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go there. So here's my thing. I think. Because when you do get like a fucking deli sandwich, I guess I don't know what the fuck you call them, something with roast beef, they give you like a cup.
Reuben?
They give you a cup with like dipping sauce, and it's kind of more like a meat kind of Worcestershire type deal, dude. I don't know, personally, I think it's just the fat ass in me. I think honestly, if I had that. Fucking dipping it each time, regardless of how soggy it's getting in this.
Nah. I don't know if
I'm
I
a
could do
freak,
that.
dude. I like
I know you're-
soggy ass things, dude.
But like, I don't know if I could fucking. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm like a texture person kind of deal. Like, if there's too much tomato sauce in like a corner of a pizza, I'm gonna take a bite out of that and be like, oh my god, did I just bite into shit or something? Like, what did I just like? I just took a. I don't know why my mind is like. You
Well,
just
that-
took a bite into a turd, bro.
That's how I feel whenever I eat Hershey's chocolates.
Oh,
Like
really?
this without any like this the normal bland, no almonds, no nothing in it. I personally I can't. I mean I
oh,
can
you
eat-
can't do
no,
like
I could-
dark
I
chocolate
could-
or what?
No, actually I kind of like dark chocolate now. Like I started eating it and I do like it. I'm that old now.
No.
So I think more or less what my thing is Hershey's chocolates. That's the original. No fucking nuts, no fucking bullshit,
No
right?
fucking nuts.
None of that shit. I think that's just the most blandest fucking chocolate in the fucking world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really that much of a chocolate guy either, so
neither.
like I can't really comment on that because I like fuck with Kit Kats hard, like
Kit Kats. I think it's just
That's my jam.
the wafer bit.
That's probably it. For being honest, it's probably just that. Because
I
like
think-
I love M&Ms, but like I love the peanut M&Ms more than like the normal M&Ms, unless they're in M&M McFlurry. So like it's always like it has to be with like something else, like you know what I mean. Chocolate is the accent piece.
I personally like the mini M&Ms.
I do too, but like I'm not really eating them on my own.
That's
You know
true.
what I
And then when I eat those, I usually just kind of just
Yeah, you're kind of fucking downing them all in like one shot, huh?
Yeah, like,
Because they're tiny as fuck.
yeah. I feel like we should try to bring up some of these now. I think we should try to
well.
elaborate.
So let me tell you something, dude.
All right, tell me something. Lay it on the law.
Recently, they had the PS5 thing. Okay. So, a lot of people have been talking about how like Xbox is like destroyed now, and like I really don't care anymore.
Me neither. I don't. I mean, I play all the time, but I'm not.
I'll tell
gonna
you
care.
something though. What I do care about is Spider-Man, and that's it. And like people like gotta understand, like at this point now, like all I have to say about PS5, like I don't even care. All the issues that it could have, all the issues Xbox can have, I just hate that fucking controller so much.
For the Xbox?
For the PlayStation, like I hate the D-pad being in that different spot. That's like the thing I hate the most. So like that's the only reason why I can't do it. But regardless, now I play on PC anyway, so like I don't give a fuck.
So that's my thing. I feel like honestly, I mean, I don't really care about the whole console wars.
Yeah, neither do I anymore. It's
And
stupid.
I feel like I mean, I have been hearing that Xbox has kind of been in the dump lately, or a lot of people have been shitting on fucking Xbox lately. But like at the same time, like I mean, I don't even have a PS5. I mean, it'd be cool to have one. I think rather than arguing about which one's better, I think I'd rather have all of them. Because if I have all of them, then I could be like, oh, okay, cool.
yeah, bro. You're just like,
But personally, I kind of do want to start. I kind of want to do switch to PC because I just kind of like the more modded aspect to every game you could do. So,
Yeah.
or not modded, but I
Yeah.
guess variations of the game that you could do.
Right.
Personally, I think that's cool.
dude, like I haven't been able to get too many clips of it, and I was so mad. I was trying to record one the other day of like me playing Destiny, and like the way I record on the computer now for like PC games is like separate because I used to do OBS for all the stuff, but I can't really do PC games and OBS record them at the same time because my computer's like, you're gonna fucking, what are you doing? But the software that it has with the GPU is called like GeForce Experience, so you can like record the shit as it's like kind of playing. So you're essentially like Xbox record that kind of deal,
Yeah.
but it'll like record your audio too. So like you set like a certain time limit, and then like let's say like that 7 minutes passes or that 10 minutes passes, you hit the little key thing, and it'll be like, oh, right, we got that.
That's cool.
So that's how I did the Destiny videos on PC. But like I've been getting better on PC, and I'm like doing like way crazier shit. I'm like, my friends are all trying to tell me like, oh, we gotta play Destiny like this and that on the Xbox. But I'm like, bro, I can't use a controller anymore. Like I'm stupid as shit. Like as soon as I'm like, you're like,
I forgot to use this thing.
not even that. Like the aim feels so off for me right now for like shooting stuff. Like I can't do it. So
I'm just
like-
a dog shit aimer.
like the other day, like I did a thing with like one of the supers where you're just like, and you can control it with your mouse. I did this awesome ass thing where I went like this, essentially, like this was my hand motion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you just.
And then I went like this around, like in a circle, and like if you can like slam on the ground and it'll like be done, but you can also like pierce pretty much through people and you can still go. So what I did was I was just like ping, 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 and then I like slammed and killed someone on the floor. But I was like, oh, I can't record it because like it was like fucked up, like all my shit was all messed up. So I want to get a new PC too, but like I'm like I have thought process of like if I get a new PC, do I give the laptop to like my brother for like just like his editing station, or like should I try to give it to you so I can get that other footage in some capacity?
That is true. That
So,
would
like,
be a good one.
That's like my thought process, because I'm like obviously I'm not gonna like, well, I don't know if I'd like just give it. I'd probably just be like, yo, I'd probably just be like, yo, give me like 300, 400, I don't know.
Dude,
something.
yeah. Honestly, okay, so I kind of, it's not on there, but I just kind of wanted to bring it up.
All right.
So, kind of just to bring up a random topic.
Yeah.
In your own, say if you were the king of your kingdom, right?
I am.
So, if you were to build your own civilization, how would it be?
I don't know.
How would it be ran? How would the world be for Henry Land or whatever
King Henry.
Whatever the fuck you want to call it?
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like in, I'm not gonna say like in what kind of Republican or like Democratic type situation. I'm gonna say like it'd probably be like in a sense of it'd probably be like pretty tech heavy, but like I'd like get rid of like a lot of shit. I'd get rid of a lot of tech because like there's people like putting tech and shit for like no reason and stuff, but like there's a lot of tech that I love that I'm like, that's so cool. Like
yeah,
like bro, we're like I'll be like at work and shit, and like I'm all like looking at stuff, and I'm like, dude, whenever we get our own space, I'm like, I have the skills now to like, you know, like workshop like our own like desks and like put like these control panels and stuff. Like there's like this cool thing where it's like this little panel and like you can like lift it up, and then there's like a bunch of these little buttons and stuff, and like you can program them to like switch and stuff, and then there's like USB ports like
there's the whole bells and whistles.
I fucking like love that thing. Like I want one of those things too, and like, but like this job has also like made me love the really hands-on aspect that I never used to do. Like whether it was like, you know, physical like semi-light construction type stuff, and just
electrician
like
work.
Yeah, like slight electrician work. And so like those things are all cool, and I really think that like those should still like be done, because like after like learning how like a lot of those things are done, I'm like, man, like a lot of this shit's like super simple, and like a lot of this shit is so creative that I love that it doesn't need technology.
So okay, so do you like how more tech advanced we are getting now, or do you kind of
I do.
Well, I mean, I feel like you personally, I feel like you don't really care about like primitive kind of aspects of things.
Oh, well, I mean, like,
kind of more for like technology savvy things.
I mean, I do like tech stuff, but I mean, I'm also like, I'm not like the most pristine like person either, so like I don't really give a fuck about like everything like that. Like, you know, like I'll still wear like clothes. I'm not gonna wear like robot shit on me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, have me like with like her arm and shit. Yeah, have a robot arm.
Oh yeah, that's different, bro. I don't know. That's like a Gatling gun thing, or like Mega Man, fucking.
For real, bro. Have some crazy shit like that.
No, but so like my civilization would be like, yeah, it'd be like pretty tech heavy, but like also like, you know, where things could be like, you know how like they'll say like construction back then was like way better versus now, like with like things like drywall and all that kind of shit. It's just like, okay, do that then. Like sure, like go back to like some of the old things, but like where it's like you can see where like it won't match up with like today's thing, make it work, because like you can definitely like mix the two. But the reason why the two don't mix is because of like money and stuff. Because if you make a more sturdy house from like the 40s that didn't have like a lot of rules, so like motherfuckers were like, pass me that brick.
They're like,
And then
there's
they're like,
a
I
hole
got
in the
it.
wall. Put
I
that
got it.
rock right there.
And they're like, hey, we need a nail right there. That's it. And then they're like, did you put the insulation in? I don't know.
They're like, what's that?
Not invented yet.
You talk about the pink cotton candy over there?
You mean cotton candy? Do you mean the shit that fucking Frank's been eating all week?
He's like,
And then Frank's over there. Just
Is-
like stomach shredded. Just dead.
it's like that one episode of Family Guy with
But,
the
like,
Pink Panther.
But like he's like on like a stack of like paddles like there like with like a bunch of like bags stacked up like in the center like all dead as
With
fuck.
a bottle of Henny next to him. He's like, that's what he used to wash it down.
Imagine the news story. They're like, Frank drank so much Henny and ate 18 pounds of insulation.
That's funny how you say that because, like, I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, the show, Shameless, because the main character of the show, his name's Frank,
Oh, okay.
and then he's like a alcoholic with several kids. So like, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, an alcoholic named Frank. I was like, oh,
Well,
that's in the dome right now.
Well, Frank's the construction worker that doesn't
Always trying to
that
get some
I
kind of
can't
workman's
taste the
comp or some
difference.
shit. He's like, oh, I got a new job today. Let's see if I can nail
Like
my
in
hand.
New York, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pretend that this fucking insulation's like street vendor fucking cotton candy, and I'm gonna say that they just left it as catering or some shit. I'm gonna get that check.
Someone fed me. Someone fed me some pink cotton candy, and it didn't taste good. Kind of got some scratchies in my throat.
It's kind of itchy.
Do you ever feel like you could like ever stoop that low to like eat? No, no, obviously not. I don't think even in my
Oh,
lowest
to
point.
try to get like workman's comp like that? No way. No fucking way, bro. I had a coworker that was like low key, like always trying to tell me to like fucking like sue, like every minor like injury I had. Granted, like there were probably like some things that maybe could be somewhat, not completely justifiable, but someone would probably be like, hey, maybe you should say something. I'd probably be like, nah, whatever, I'm fine. But some people are like, well, I would have said something. I'm like, why you keep saying to like sue them like all the time? Like, you keep asking.
Well,
me
I think that's what it comes down to, like, especially if it's someone that's like prone to getting hurt. Like, I mean, but that's the thing too. Like, that's how companies kind of save themselves from doing that.
Mhm.
It's because it's like, oh, my employee hurt himself and he got into a really bad accident. It's like, okay, let me save the company real quick. Let me ask. Okay, it's like more now. What companies are doing, I think, more of is drug testing people. Because they gotta save themselves because like literally, oh, Bobby over there fucking ripped his hand off or whatever. But then it's like you think about it, it's like, okay, let's drug test him after the fact. That
drug test
is like he's
cameras, and he's all like, meanwhile, you see in the camera, he's like smoking his DMT pen. He's like puts it down, and it goes into like a blender.
So yeah,
like,
there's situations like that. So like that's the only thing because I feel like a lot of people think it's really easy to get that. I mean, it probably is, and when it's an actual
I don't know.
like
big
work incident, because I mean, you
Yeah.
could like slip on like someone, like some old guy took a shit on the floor and then you slipped and you busted your head. It's like, damn, like you're gonna drug test me because I didn't see that.
You're gonna drug test me because Albert fucking shitted on the floor in aisle 9.
Dude, that's crazy. Me working at that thrift store, this does happen. Not someone slipped in it, but someone has, and it's happened more than once. Like I think it's funny as fuck too because I noticed it, and there'll be times where I notice like a smear like that. I'd be like, man. And then I think there was one instant where I did see it right there on the floor, and I was like, dude, if they tell me to clean it up right now, dude,
You're like, I dare you to tell me to pick it up right now. I dare you to fucking
I
tell
dare
me
you to tell me to pick it
because
up.
I guarantee you, I haven't done this shit before, but I'm gonna do it today.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't have to do it. The main manager of the store had to do it. She had to do it. They're all telling her about it, and then I saw her right there, picking it up. I'm like,
She's all
pick it up. Pick it up.
tell me to pick it up right now. I dare you. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a backflip out this motherfucker.
Dude, like literally.
Would you backflip out that place if they told you to pick up that shit?
Yeah, bro. As shitty as that job is.
What if they gave you like a hazmat suit though?
Well, there's the thing because they don't have like janitors there, so it's the employees that have to clean the bathrooms or like the break rooms. I had to clean the break room a couple times, and I'm like, dude. I mean, it's not messy like that, but like I'll be
Who
like,
fucking shit in this?
I'd be like, come on, dude, nah. It's fucking.
Oh, I thought you were like, dude, nah. For
Can
real.
we just? Can I say something?
Yeah.
I hate it to the bottom of my fucking core. So two things. Hate it to the bottom of my core. I hate when people take a shit and wipe their ass and throw it in, not in the toilet, but in the trash. That's number one.
Yeah.
I hate the fuck out of that because it's
Gross.
like, what's the point? You have a toilet for a reason. Like, I mean, do you just expect liquid to be in there the whole time?
So nasty.
Second one, I fucking hate. That's worse, right? Okay, that's
That's just
Well,
the
that's-
tip. That's just the tip of the butthole right
That
there.
is
This
fucking
when you're wiping, you're getting
below.
all the shit out right now.
this one I'm about to say. This one is the first one is
To be
below
honest,
it.
I'm really
before this
curious
one.
what this is because that
Okay,
other
s-
thing's crazy.
So this one is a definite one. So I hate when people, no matter if it's a public restroom or your fucking own house, when people use the, like, take a shit. What's this? Okay, not piss, because if you leave piss in the toilet, it's whatever, okay, right? But shit with the toilet paper and everything, you forget to fucking flush it. I hate that. How do you forget? You take a massive ass shit. You're in there for like what, 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? How do you
I
fucking forget to flush the fucking toilet?
Was wrong.
You leave the most nastiest shit right there and you're like, all right, I'm get up, wipe my ass, and not flush the toilet. How do you forget that? You wash your hands too after. Like, okay, you're still cleaning yourself, but you don't have the common decency to fucking
You're right, bro.
flush the toilet.
No, I completely understand you on a very personal level that you will never understand and no one else will ever understand. But I fucking get you, and I hate that shit.
I hate it in public places too. That's the worst.
I
Because
will literally like stomp in toilets so like they have like big ass pits so that never happens.
So
that
here's-
when you shit, it's just like a cavern.
So here's the thing at my job, literally there's a guy's restroom. So there's only restrooms for public. There's not an employee's restroom either. So it's that whole restrooms is for everyone there, workers and customers
And mutants.
and drug addicts. So the thing is, it's like, so the guy's bathroom is fucking stupid how it's laid out because so the girl's bathroom, it has 2 stalls.
Mhm.
The guy's restroom has this one big ass stall, but
The handicap stall?
yeah, it's one big ass one. But the thing is, it's a toilet and the urinal's in that fucking same one. It's not the urinal could have been on the outside, which doesn't make fucking sense. Why would you put both of them in there? So that's why when someone is waiting, when I'm trying to fucking take a shit or something and someone's waiting to take a piss and they're like, it's annoying as fuck when someone goes in there and waits while I'm taking a shit in there. They'll wait in there.
I can't shit at work like that, bro.
And I'm like, bro, dude, I'm like in my head, like, and I'm like just saying it like out loud too. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Someone's just waiting for me.
Really? You be talking shit?
Yeah, dude, because it's like, what the fuck? I mean, like,
I couldn't, bro.
it's the most stupid design flaw because
I know,
the
that's
distance,
dumb.
the distance between them isn't even far enough because if you were to put a stall in between
Wait.
the middle of them, it wouldn't even be a handicap no more.
So like, there's only one urinal?
Yeah, it's one urinal and one toilet in the stall, and then the sink is
Okay.
on the outside.
That's what I was trying to get. I was like, maybe it's just like one's in there, but there's another one out there.
No,
That's
they're
stupid
both
as
they're
fuck.
both in the same
So
stall.
the girls have two toilets though.
They have 2 individual
stalls?
toilets, but
Alright.
the guys has
Hey man,
just one.
maybe just next time, just like let them in real quick.
No, maybe next time just get a new job.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe next time, just like tell someone. You'd be like, hey, that's not right.
That's a personal pet peeve. Those 2.
I feel like that's not a really personal pet peeve. I feel like that's a general.
general,
I feel
yeah.
like a lot of people would be like, really.
I think. Well, I mean, I feel like we've gone over this a bunch of times. Pet peeves. Pet peeves is like literally an everyday thing.
Well, I mean, dude, let me tell you something, dude. I got this year I wanted to talk about, since we got these videos playing on in the background. Um, I was doing some diving, grabbing some clips the other day, and I was getting sentimental because I was like, damn, bro. I was like, if you look at this shit, like every time I watch these videos, I'm always thinking not just about like where I was at, but I'm also like, I remember where like you were at in your life, like, or what was going on in your life, like. And like most of the time, I'm just kind of like, dude, me and this motherfucker have been like fucking like every time like something's there, like me and him have been like something has been like changing like each time. Like nothing has like stayed the same for us in each part. So as much as like, you know, you can say about like physical appearance and stuff, like everything that's been going on around us has been fucking so different. Like here, this was like 2020, started the pandemic situation, and you know, we weren't, well, I mean, we weren't really hanging out with a lot of other people anyway, so we were still just hanging out all the time. But like you fucking you're having your hair grow back and shit. And like, I mean, look at your hair now.
Yeah, the whole fucking thing, dude. I think, but like that's the real thing, because I mean, honestly, I feel like, as like we were saying earlier, from the 3 years that we've been doing it, the first initial year, so like as soon as we graduated and we started from right there to where we're at right now, but where it was consistent the most was for like what, this all of 2020 pretty much.
Probably, yeah.
The rest of it. And I mean, we still managed to did a lot while even in a pandemic.
Yeah.
Which was, I think,
it's also like no like YouTube really experienced like kind of it all. Kind of. I'm trying to think, like, because I was even looking at like the Sea of Thieves thing, and like even though that game is like low key kind of boring as fuck, and it like takes forever to like do shit, like those videos, I fucking love those videos. Like those videos came out so good, and like they look so, like if you watch those videos, like I'm honestly so much more entertained than when I was playing that fucking game. Like that's what blows me away about those videos, is like I'm just like, man, I want to do this again, but then I'm also like, I really don't. But what I was trying to get at is like, you know, well, like right now, what's the big, like, now we're like adults as fuck. We're like living in our own.
We got bills.
We're like living in our own spaces now. So like, pretty much throughout, well, right here we were like, you know, living with our, you know, caregivers. And then let's see, I remember seeing like food review bit, like I needed to get some stuff for my brother, for like some clips for him. So I remember getting like a food review thing, and I was like, maybe I should get one of the first ones. But then I was like, damn, I was like, I see that thumbnail. Every time I see that thumbnail, I'm like, man, that's that like backyard of like that place. And I'm all like, that's cool. I'm like, I remember that. And then like that's when you ate the preserved duck egg and shit.
Oh yeah.
So that's when you started doing like food reviews and stuff.
See, like that's like the content I miss doing, because I mean, I did like doing it, because I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's different because, you know, with you, there's like probably more, there's a lot more
back and forth,
and then there's a lot more just extra shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it comes down to me doing it, it's like, damn, I was like, I'm like really trying to, like, I'm not really trying that hard though, really.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, you
to
know,
put that much of an effort to make a good video.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm saying, like I miss doing it, and like I feel like maybe after this, because this is the first time like I've recorded it in like a minute.
mm-hmm.
So I feel like I could get back into the swing of things of just doing it on my own again.
Right.
But obviously, you know, like I feel like I personally love our IRL videos, because I feel like more seeing actual people is kind of a little bit more funnier, because I mean, obviously the gaming is good, but you know, I feel like there's some aspects that we could do to make it better, but there's a lot of things that enable us to not make things better.
I mean, like to be honest, like low key at this point, like I like playing the games, but almost at this point, the only reason why the game videos exist is because we can't make IRL videos all the time.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like I like making game videos and stuff for such and such. I don't like. I kind of don't like trying to make the ones where it's just like us, just kind of just like doing like nonsense for like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It can be funny still, but like sometimes I'm just like shit. Like it's kind of worrying. I'm trying to like have it come out funny, but
It's
like
lackluster.
if there's not a goal, in the video or whatever, then like we're like, damn, it's like with the Destiny videos, like I had like a goal in mind. One of them was like a quest, and then the other one was just to like literally like use a certain play style. So I was like, okay, I can do that and work within those parameters. But like when we're just like playing a game and stuff, so like if we ended up like going back and like playing like things like GTA again, we would have to do it like kind of differently. And like I'm not really gonna explain now how that is because it's kind of like a whatever, like a
drag
process. But I prefer doing the IRL videos too. Like this shit,
It's
like
just fun.
when I watch this, I'm like, man, I wish we could have done that. But here's another thing too.
Redo it again. We'll make a Gleason video.
Look at that
Two.
though. Here's another thing though, and like I'm definitely way more down to do more IRL videos, and I do them more too because like look at this. Here's the problem. I'm like not like shitting on myself like real hard, but like I'm gonna shit on myself like a little bit, like okay, maybe I ate like McDonald's a little bit. I gotta shit a little bit. I'm gonna shit a little bit. So I don't know if I really necessarily had a pandemic weight, but like whatever the fuck happened, I was not looking great, and I wasn't really looking great for like the next 2 years. But then I was kind of just like, I need to stop. Damn. I was like, I need to stop, I guess. But I also was just kind of having some health issues, and then I also was just, I don't know. This is kind of, I just felt different about it, and so I changed it. But that also let me be more confident on camera, just because like I was just like seeing like, I was just like so cool about it. Like I would see myself, and I'm like, cool. So
it's
like,
better to see yourself now.
So like I'm like nice. Like I didn't have an issue with that before, but now it's like cool. I see it, and now I'm like. So now I'm like, oh, I want to do this video, and then now I'm like, I can do this on like this scale. Like I did that Rocksmith stream. I played the guitar in front of people, like even though like
which I've been telling him to do for a minute now, and he finally did it.
There wasn't like a lot of people, but like I still did it, and like I played like brand new songs I never played, and like I think I did pretty good on like a lot of the ones that I never even heard before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wow, cool, I can do like that kind of stuff now. That's why I was like, when I was pitching a lot of these things to you, I'm like, whenever I pitch you ideas, normally I'm pitching you ideas with like you as like the driver, but like, and I'm like, okay, let me see how like I can like formulate this to like kind of like make you funny or whatever. But now it's kind of like, okay, now
I'm not funny.
Well, now we can both do it.
Mm-hmm.
So like now like it's like, like if you bring a certain energy where you're like fucking like what bitch or like whatever the fuck, I can like instantly do it and like replicate that. Versus like back then where like I'll record you, and like granted, usually it's just me recording it because we have no one else recording, but now we kind of do most of the time. But if we're not, I'll still like fuck, I'll do it.
We'll have like 5 different tripods.
I'll just like turn it to my face and shit. So like now I don't care. So like now it's a lot better.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to that, so now I'm more like dope. So like
I feel like we should hit this topic.
Oh, dude. Okay.
I think this one
is this about me and you though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like, well, I mean, I think it should be about me and you.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean, I thought you meant like arguing like
as a whole,
like history. I was like, what is this?
So there's a topic I kind of it'd be funny to talk about because I feel like me and you do fucking argue a lot. Well, I mean, on the occasions that we have. So the topic is arguing history. So I feel like me and you be going through the shit. So obviously, but this was even before I moved, and like everything, like while we were in school, we would just always have constant arguments. And I felt like most of them were pretty stupid, but I feel like most of the time they are funny because it's just like most of the time they are funny because it's like, what the fuck are we arguing about? And then we're all like, all right, you know what?
It's because like you have a
I guess I annoy this guy or something.
no. Like I told you earlier in the car, me and you are the same. So like when me and you start arguing about something, like you get like pissed off about it in the same way that I'm gonna get pissed off about it. So then it's just like a constant like not backing down, like what the fuck? So it's like it's an instant like back and forth. It's just like it's just nonstop. That's why I'm like, oh god. Like it's almost unwinnable, but it's like it is winnable somehow.
Well, yeah, I think that's what it is because I really don't. When it comes to arguing, I kind of do want to put my I guess my voice into it. So it's like, okay, you get my point and I get your point, but honestly, fuck your point. I want my point to be right. So I think that's why we're like, oh, okay, so like we'll start arguing and we're like, that's not.
I will say the only one
That's
time,
stupid.
there was only one fight that like I was like
It was a big one.
I was probably like, man, maybe I should have done that one. But low key, I'm like, maybe we probably should have just like let it out, maybe right there.
I was just bang it out.
But like it was what was that thing? The potatoes thing?
Oh, okay. So this is when obviously pandemic era.
Mm-hmm.
So when
That's
this is
right.
when like we were barely, well, I mean, I was barely getting a TikTok. So basically the year of the pandemic. So I barely started getting into it. And then I remember we would always show each other TikToks, and especially being like food related ones too.
Steak.
So there was this one TikToker, I don't know what the fuck his name is, something, but he made these potatoes called Hasselback potatoes. But the crazy thing is, you showed it to me. You're the one that sent it to me and showed it to me. And you're like, oh, we should make those. And I remember I thought it was so cool. But the thing is, this topic wasn't brought up for like, I think a while. I think actually when I first moved and then when I first came here to visit after the move, I remember I mentioned it to him. I was like, hey, we should make those potatoes.
Because we were making potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing that originally, making like fries and stuff. And you're like, well, maybe we should try this one.
The Hasselback potatoes.
I completely forgot like why I was like so like against it, but like I was just like,
no, I know why.
no,
I know.
but like I don't know why like my head like completely like.
Well, it's just because you think it's this is what it is. Okay, so because I go with it. Me and her, and literally everybody. I think everyone. This is an everyone thing.
Yeah.
Is mishearing people, which I have a bad time with that. I mishear a lot, and I'm guilty of that. But I think it's when you hear someone say something, but when you correct them on it, they're like, I did not say that. So that's basically what he did. Because I told him, I was like, you're all like the Hassel potatoes like that. And I was like, they're called Hasselback like that. And then he's like, you were arguing with the fact that you've never said that word ever in your life. And I'm like, you were the one that showed it to me.
Well, I mean, I showed it to you, but did I ever? Like, I mean, I guess like right there what you're saying.
That's the thing, like where I'm saying like, oh, you're the one that showed it to me. And then like, you're like, I never said that, but I'm like, but you were the one that told me about it. So like, how am I wrong in this situation?
You're already fucking mad again.
He was like heated as fuck at me, and I was like, it's
Dude,
not that deep, bro.
I got so mad. I fucking
yeah, like we were like actually gonna fight over this whole thing, and I'm like, bro, we're really gonna fight over fucking potatoes right now?
And then I was just like, yeah. I was like, I was kind of, oh yeah, there's a gun right there.
Dude, that's personally what I hate. But like, here's the thing though, when it comes down to it, I feel like now I'm trying to be more mature when it comes to arguing, because I feel like in those situations, I'm not always gonna win those. There's no fucking way I'm gonna win those when someone's trying to prove that I'm wrong, but when in reality I'm sometimes right about what's going on. And that's kind of what leads me to bring to this, saying that I'm learning self-control. Self-control is like super fucking like, it's a hard thing to learn, I think, especially now because now I'm an adult, not a kid in school now. Because like back then, what would the most like? Oh, be like, man, someone pissed me off. You know,
I'm gonna piss on him.
I'm gonna fucking shit on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's like more like I'm working now, and it's like I'm an adult now, so it's like a fight could happen or like anything like that. So like now it's
You
just
could be
more
held
like,
accountable.
yeah. So now I could get arrested. So now it's more like, oh, I'm in an argument with someone or just like this.
Ain't that the worst thing? Like you feel like you like even if like the smallest bit, like not even like you like punching the fuck out of them, like even just you kind of being like, oops, I probably should. Even just like shoving someone, like you're like, damn, like that could probably be like enough. You know, I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, and then like we're adults, so like now we're in the shit now. So it's like, okay, you're the one that wants to do
First
that.
we were throwing the shit, now we're in the shit.
Yeah, because we're not kids no more.
For
It's
real,
like, oh,
bro.
like, you know, we can't get hurt by anyone that's way older than us. But like now, it's
I
like,
mean, we can.
Well, yeah, we could. Of course, we could. Anybody could.
by the law.
We are protected by the law. You know, we'll be
Low
good,
key,
but
bro.
now we're not good. So it's like, you fuck up, you fuck up. But I think that's why I'm learning it because, dude, there'll be times at fucking work where like I try to like something will upset me so fucking much, and I'm just like, it's either I walk out of this place or I just kind of just bite my tongue and just kind of just go back to work. And that's basically what it is.
Well, I mean, luckily I don't have too many of those like really bad ones where you. Like,
I haven't in a while.
Like what kind of like how you make it sound like where you're like, man, I'm about to fucking clap this cracker.
That's just how it is, dude. Like it's so unnecessary. Like, but I mean, it's basically part of life. Our lives is we're gonna go through literally.
I don't know
so
why-
many different things.
But I mean, you got so much rage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's the issue when it comes to self-control.
Yeah.
Is because when you bottle it up so much, like it's just there to stay until it's gonna be released, and then like once you release it, it's more like literally shit could hit the fan like immediately if you lose that cool.
Yeah.
I try not to lose that cool anymore because I feel like it's not healthy for me because personally I don't like getting mad, and because like when I get frustrated, I get frustrated. Like I know you get frustrated like just as bad or worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's at this point as I grow up, I think I'm gonna learn to be more zen with myself.
Inner peace.
Because I mean I feel like the more like I dwell on how shitty my life is or how shitty a situation could be and how it could affect me,
Yeah.
I feel like it's just gonna fuck with me my whole life. Because imagine this for a second. Because I am somewhat of a cautious person. I am a very cautious person, but that's the thing I hate about myself. I'd rather be taking risk all the time, or having that sort of adrenaline to want to take a risk. Because rather than worrying about like, fuck, I need to pay this, or like, oh, if this happens and that fucks up this,
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I'd rather be really risk-free person where I don't care. I don't want to care about having to care about things.
No, I know what you mean. I have some friends that have kind of like tried to like spice that mentality a little bit, and like I totally get where you're coming from, because like there was like that concert I went to, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I was like, I can't do it. I was like, I can't justify the money, this and that, blah 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 blah. My friend's like, do it. She's like,
Just do it.
She's like, you're gonna go by yourself. She's like, you're gonna do this and that. You're probably gonna have a lot of fun. You might meet new people, this and that, whatever the thing may be, whatever highlight that I personally take home with me. She's like, you might be like, that's worth it. So I was like, fuck it, we'll find out. And I was like, I did the trip. I saw the concert. I fucking loved the concert. I came back and I was just like, hey, that was cool. I should have done that. But like, there were some scary-ish type things alongside with that, but like not too many. That one was not as risk-free. One of the last other risk-free thing, or kind of like risk-free thoughts I took was like, getting that 7-string. I was like, you know what? I haven't gotten something for myself in like a long time. So I was like, I need something. Granted, I didn't get it all in one go.
Yeah.
But I got it still, and I love it.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing too. I feel like I've been kind of, that's where I'm taking those risks. I'm being risky, but then I'm paying for it because I'll either buy something for myself.
I mean, I am too, but
Completely and it's whatever though. Just to make it buy.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have to sacrifice things, but when I think about it in the end, I kind of you know what? It's okay. It's all right.
For a long time, I kind of haven't been super about making everything about purchases for myself. I mean, now there's some purchases that I'm yeah, I think that's kind of I need that. And that's me.
Mhm.
Sure, I'll be selfish about that one, but whatever. But there are some things where I'm yeah, I know how to get to that. I don't really need that right now, but I'll get to it later, I guess. Just hopefully it doesn't take too long before I lose interest.
Dude, how do you feel your patience level is nowadays?
Depends.
Okay, so this is
A lot of things is running very fucking short.
so one of the topics I have right here is Jinx money,
Jinx money.
which I would like to talk about. So what that is my dog Jinx.
Oh.
I don't if put a picture right here. I don't have a picture, but I'll send a picture. Anyways, so this is where I was kind of more in the damn, I was damn, struggling a little bit or whatever. And fuck, man, this day pissed me off. This day, I don't know if I told you. I
No,
don't
you haven't, but I think I get.
So this is what happened. So literally the day was going good. I was okay, me and her, we'll go wash some clothes, whatever. I'm because the shitty thing about those apartments, dude, for a whole 3 loads, was this assumed 3 loads? That's $15 right there.
16 pumps.
That's
Well-
a grip. But so here's the thing. So we were okay, let's go wash clothes, whatever. We left, and then we left the dog. We left Jinx in the apartment. So we went to go put our clothes in the wash, whatever. And we were taking a minute, and I was okay, cool, let's walk back. And then as soon as I walk in, right? So Jinx has a habit of literally tearing anything apart. She'll tear into plastic that has chocolate in it. She's
Tear that
eating
ass up.
chocolate, literally Aquaphor, Afrin. The nasal
Yeah.
spray. Literally, right now, she got into medication too.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally, I don't understand this dog's HP level because this dog has not died or it's crazy to say that because she's gotten into so much shit, but the shit that she got into fucking pissed me off so much out of anything she's gotten into.
I have an idea, bro.
So I remember we went to go do the laundry, and then I came back in, and then I noticed that because the last time we were here in Douglas, we went to my sister's game or whatever, and they had little tickets, and I remember those being in my wallet. So I saw those on the floor, and I was like, weren't those in my wallet? And then I looked to the side a little bit. I see my wallet on the floor right there, dude. She had ripped a $20 bill, tore it up. It pissed me off so much because she tore into my wallet too. She purposely was all right, bitch, because those fucking tickets were inside of the card holder things, right? So she ripped it out, tore that up. I had $40 in there. She tore up 120. She tore up one of the 20s, and then the other one was sticking out. If she was ready to get that one. Dude, I hated it so much because I remember I was so upset because I was damn, that was literally just got that today. And I was okay, so now I have to go somewhere to get this replaced. And I didn't want to do that. I was lazy as fuck, and I was you're fucking kidding. And then I managed to get it replaced, but at the same time, it was such a heated moment for me because I was are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
Out of
dude.
anything you could get into, you get into my money.
Bitches be getting them.
That's what it. That's your food right there, and
For
everything.
real?
At the end, you're all right, shit. Let me eat this.
Well, you didn't eat
Let me
it.
eat the money. Well,
Wait, you didn't eat the fucking money. Well, I threw it away, so you didn't get your
bro, I fucking hated that shit.
Yeah, I would be pissed off too. Biscuit's eaten some of my DS games and shit in the past. So like I feel you. I had to give away like a bunch of DS games to GameStop to get like that like 0.2% conversion rate or whatever the fuck, just to get back up to like $60. And get like a. Did I get all the games back, or did I just replace only like the one? I think I don't know what Pokemon games I replaced, but I think
So
I
they
had to,
replaced them?
No, I had to replace. I had to buy some new Pokemon games.
Wow.
I almost had to replace that dog.
Dude, that's what I have to feel
right
like.
there, bro. A little biscuit right there on that shirt.
That's what
Speaking
I think
of which,
I gotta do every day. I feel like replace something.
I wanna do more holiday things, but like on time. So like anytime we got to do a holiday thing, we should try to do it like me and you. We should have to like do it outside of the cameras like a couple weeks in advance.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Well, that's why I feel like maybe now I should probably start recording more like on my own, and I will because especially where we're at right now, I feel like I am able to do that. So like I feel like I could try to do a lot more things, and it's just getting into the groove of everything because like I had to think honestly on an idea of what I could do because like there's a lot of things I want to do, but like it just comes down to having the time to do it, which like I feel like I do sometimes, but it's just my fucking biggest issue I think I have is I'm a fucking really big procrastinator, which I fucking hate it, but sometimes I overcome it, but then I'll get out of work and I'm like, bro, I don't want to do shit. I just want to chill and don't do shit. That's all I just want to
chill. Yeah.
That's the most shittiest part about it because I think being a procrastinator fucking ruins a lot of things. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, you need to get this done. You need to call this or do this. Go get the mail. Go do this. Like that. I'm like, fuck that.
Procrastinating is like the worst thing ever. Like it like.
I don't know, but regardless, I feel like procrastination is a big issue.
Oh, what I was gonna say, procrastination outside of school is really bad because, like, in school, like, it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to do my fucking homework.
Because, like, like in lower grades, it's kind of like, to be honest, after seeing that graduation yesterday, a lot of those motherfuckers did not believe in themselves. Those motherfuckers need to wait, find out, because if they well, first of all, high school is like redonkulously easy, like in comparison, because like well, actually, I don't know. Sometimes that's kind of debatable, but like I feel like you can kind of get by, especially if you're also like talking to your teachers too, because you can be like, hey man, like shit sucks, and you're like, they're like, all right, we'll give. They're like, we'll give you
pass me.
They're like, we'll give you some more time, but like in college, they're like, mine does too, bitch.
Bro, it's just basically it's crazy now because like I remember when we were in high school and like I'd be like I really don't care I'm looking forward to being an adult, which I'm still am. Like I'm still am looking forward to being older. But the way how things are going right now is kind of like, damn, it's like I mean, I guess it's kind of good though because it's kind of getting prepared for the shit like in the future. So you're like, oh, I'm already used to this shit. It's like whatever at this point. But like obviously starting off in the shit.
Yeah, dude. You definitely got to start on top of the toilet. You can't be in the bowl.
Yeah, I gotta, like dunk my feet in the toilet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess if you sit like that,
just be standing straight up in it.
No, I'm saying like you're sitting down with like your legs up and your feet are like where like your dick's supposed to be like hanging down, like where you're like sitting all weird as fuck.
You're like President Lieutenant Dan.
You're like sitting like essentially on your feet, pretty much, like on the toilet,
dude.
Shitting through your.
Dude, I'm gonna say this. I kind of do. I personally think that the squatty potty is a cool thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I thought you were about to say something weird like I do shit between my feet.
I was like, yeah, I shit doing a handstand.
I'd be pretty impressed. I've never seen you do a handstand, so like I'd be.
You never seen me do a handstand?
Doing right now.
Dude,
doing right there.
I think that's for the video later.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I think we've had enough time here. I think
we didn't even go over most of the topics that we wrote down, but I think we killed it regardless.
We did because look,
we forgot fear.
We spoke about fear, didn't we?
No.
Why talk about me good in front of camera now?
Oh, well, I guess
what are your fears?
My fears? I don't know. Well, I obviously have fears, but like I obviously have fears, but when it comes down to like initial fears, because yours is obviously like somewhat of a self-image thing.
I guess, yeah.
Mine is too, but I mean at this point, like, look at my hair. I think I'm far from
Bro, your
myself.
fucking hair was like literally like a completely different like genre last month.
Yeah, I was going
Like you had like an afro like split like pink situation.
it was black.
Well,
then
I say
blonde, then black, then
afro. Well,
pink.
yeah, it's an afro, right? Like it's all poofed.
My
the fuck
fro,
out, all
the
fucking
average
crazy.
Marco look.
Yeah.
Just a full head of.
Like I'm about to fucking throw up right now. That's a fear, right?
I think self-image is the thing, but I think it's more overstressing myself. I think that's my biggest fear, that I'm gonna stress myself to death.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because I mean, like I said, self-control has been pretty good on my side recently, but I mean, like if it's like actual fears, like I'm scared of centipedes.
Oh yeah.
I know you're scared of spiders.
To be
But-
honest, recently I think I'm scared of the deadliness of spiders, but if I see the face of a spider, it's bad news bears. But
Yeah, we got a spider bite victim over there.
Well, I mean, maybe in the other one. Maybe
yeah, and the
we'll
other
get
one
into
we'll get you.
I mean, the tarantula, like I think the tarantula is probably what freaks me out, and I think the reason why it freaks me out is just because it's so fucking fat and hairy. But like
So I think my thing with centipedes is okay. So
centipedes freak me out too, bro. Don't
they
get
got.
me-
I mean, it's not the leg. I mean, the leg
The
thing
sound.
could be a little bit, but the thing is like growing up over here out in the fucking boonies, bro. Like, I mean, I was used to seeing, but like the crazy thing is when we were building a little fence area for where we're at right now,
Oh yeah.
we were taking a lot like weeds, trash, and shit, and like I was kind of expecting like there to be centipedes. Like I did see one, but like it was a little small, little baby one, little thin one. I was like, that's not that bad. But I lifted one fucking board, bro. Holy shit, dude! Like the biggest fucking one I've ever seen in my life was right there, and like I was just like, I had a shovel too. I could have killed it. I was just looking, and I was like. And then they're all the time like, you gonna kill it? And I'm like, and then it just walked away, and I was like, damn. I was like, I could have killed it, but I was too busy like staring at it to make sure it didn't kill me.
Wow. I know. I feel you, bro.
Yeah. You ever get that like that sense of fear where you can't take your eyes off something because you feel like if you do, it's gonna murder you like instantly?
Yeah. I mean, there's not many times where I'm like, damn, but there are times where I'm like, I'm gonna.
Most of the situations, it's probably an insect.
Yeah. I'm probably just like looking at it. I'm like, all right, well,
There hasn't been that many like instances where you had a run in with someone where you're
actually,
like, okay.
Not like people, but yeah, it wasn't like an animal. Like I remember like one time I was running from the pool like as a kid to like the front door of like our apartment, and like fucking like I'm all hauling ass down this hill, and I'm like, yeah, bitch. I'm all like getting in front of my brother and my dad. I'm like, fucking loser, you're fucking slow as fuck.
Oh.
A rattlesnake was all like, I was like, ah!
Oh, dude.
Like right there, like right next to me. I was like,
I don't know if I ever talked about well, okay, so two things. I'm going to make it real quick.
Yeah.
So I have had a similar experience like that. But so when I used to sneak out at night, I'm going to say it, and they know it.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
It's true. I forgot.
I'm an adult now. I think we could understand, like, I pay bills. So
I'll pay bills.
So-
sneak out.
I would be riding my bike, and it'd be like the middle of the night. It'd be like midnight or like, it'd be midnight. It was
Middle
to
of the
say
night. Midnight.
Yeah, so it'd be midnight, and I'd be riding my bike, and then, dude, the most scariest fucking thing is I'll be trying to haul ass, and then there'll be dogs fucking chasing me like right by my ankles, and I'd be like, dude, no, like fuck, and then like, I mean, I could have kicked the fuck out of them, but like I
that
didn't want
dog
to because like if
yesterday.
they grab my foot, it's fucked. The situation's
For
over.
real, dude.
I
They
would have
gra-
fell off my bike,
Boom.
and then he would have started like humping me or some shit. And then that's it. It's not what it wouldn't have not been a good day.
Bro, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna hit one of those fucking potholes in the street. You just
That I haven't fell off a bike in a minute. You might get that later. We might get that later. But, so the other one, speaking of the whole rattlesnake bit, I went to Gleason for like an Easter trip. Well, this was fucking like I'm assuming like 5 years ago. We were playing hide and seek with my relatives at the school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we got that bit
I don't know.
It was just like the downstairs.
Oh yeah,
the down
we did.
part.
We did actually.
So we were playing hide and seek right there.
Oh, yeah.
And mind you, like, first of all, we probably shouldn't be doing that in the middle of the summertime because it's literally abandoned. There's nothing but bushes and everything right there. And then, like, it's the desert. So, like, a rattlesnake could blend in like nothing. And little kids, too. So the situation was someone was it. And I was like, okay, let me hide. I was like, I'm going to hide somewhere. And I'm like, I just jumped down into the school area right there. And I was by, like, a little mesquite bush right there. And, like, I was just, like, down like this. And I was like looking around, and then like I looked this way, dude. Literally, the biggest fucking rattlesnake I've seen. Like literally is like, okay, I'm literally right where the fuck I'm standing, and the snake was literally like right there, that next to me, and it was just looking at me, and like it didn't. Thank fucking God it wasn't like in attack mode or fucking nothing. But like as soon as I saw it, dude, like
transform yet. Yeah, I got you.
I fucking dipped out of the way, and then. The shitty part about it is we wanted to kill it just quick and easy.
Oh, okay.
Quick and easy. Like just drop a big ass fucking rock on it.
Drop a bomb on that motherfucker.
Basically, and like him just get splattered, and you know, like it's okay. That the job's done. So I noticed the snake, and then I was like, oh, okay. I told everybody to get the fuck out of the school, and then I was all showing them from the top, and I was like, okay, we're gonna drop this big ass rock on it, and then we'll be good, guys. Dude, my fucking cousin, he got the littlest fucking rock, and then he went, boop. He dropped it on the snake, and the snake got fucking angry. It started doing its bullshit, hissing and everything like that. I was like, why'd you do that? So then now we just got a bunch of rocks and started...
Dog
Dude, we literally... I think I just started throwing a bunch of rocks at it, and then I think it was like kind of trying to run away, and then like it got disabled for a second, and then, dude, just literally... boulder just on the snake, and then my cousin was all crazy like, I want the rattle, and then I was like, okay, we'll see if it's dead. He died, and then he cut off the rattle, and it was all smashed. I was like, could have been easy the first time, but you fucked it up.
You know what? I literally think that's the perfect place to end that, because like, what the bro, I'm just like picturing.
It's not animal cruelty if I was trying to save my own life, right?
Bro, I'm like, and the kids. Say that first.
I was trying to save myself and the kids.
So like, you know, I'm picturing like all these. I'm picturing like you here, one kid there, just fucking like Legos, just fucking, like when you're fucking putting something together, just like rocks, and then you're like,
well, that's the thing, bro. Like, it started out with all of us. All of us were just getting like big ass like rocks like this size, and then just fucking dropping them like that. And then he would start trying to move, but we would be getting him. And then like I'll be like, nah, bro. I'll be like, get this big ass boulder. I'll be like, boulder.
I don't know why. Just like the like ease of just like dumping rocks.
There wasn't much ease to it, but like,
no, I got you. I totally get that, but like, you know,
regardless, it's still funny how I explained it, because I mean, it was like that. I was just like, this we gotta kill him now because he's gonna kill us, guys. Let's think about it like that. This was great. This was great. I thought
it was a good one. I liked it. I like the setup. I like this. Look at me right there, man. To be honest, though, I'm going to tell you guys something. I was wearing the merch the other day, and to be honest, y'all motherfuckers are missing out. That merch is fucking amazing. Like, the fucking company that made that merch, that shirt, fabric, material, whatever it is, it still goes hard. Like,
it's literally not even like a Walmart shirt type
like,
deal.
I'm still using it, and, like, whenever I put it on, I'm like, this shit feels great. And I'm like...
and the jackets, too.
Like, not even, like, in, like, a... like, stroke my own dick kind of way, because everyone else that uses that website gets that quality, too. So, like, everyone else is getting the same quality as us. We just have a different design. So, like, these jackets right there, great. That one right there, that red one, goes harder than me, bro.
It was fucking hard. So
yeah. So, you know, check that shit out in the link, too. You know, there's nothing new up there yet. But, I mean, in the future, there will be. And there will be new podcasts and stuff. There will be new videos from this guy, new videos from me.
So, one more thing I want to mention.
Okay.
Literally about the merch.
Uh-huh.
Our channel is 3 years old, guys. I think someone by now should have bought our merch. Like, honestly, we have stickers too, guys.
We'll make more. We'll make new things.
Maybe
that's why. Maybe you don't think it's interesting. But you know what?
Maybe we gotta advertise more. But maybe, I mean, like, maybe buy something.
You know, we're different people now.
You know, we got bills to pay. We got, you know,
That'd be funny.
expenses that we want to have. But like, I mean,
This
how are we
kind of
supposed to do that?
this kind of
without-
dissolved into something else that I didn't.
Yeah. Well, all right. Just buy the merch.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button. Do the late night tavern.
I hope you guys
We're
enjoyed
gonna
the
have
video.
way more different shows coming up, dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The third year of late night tavern should be pretty good, dude.
Road to 1 million.
From like 132.
Will give us like another like 4 more years.
All right, well, later, guys.
Deuces!